anything ever.
You're sitting on my hat.
No, I'm not. No,
I hate when
Story behind that. Welcome to podcast.
Welcome to the actual 4th episode of the podcast.
Yeah, the real 4th episode.
Last time in the beginning we were like, episode 4, episode 4. No,
It wasn't.
we should start off talking about what happened to the other one.
Oh yeah. The
lost
second one that we
episode?
filmed just fucking disappeared.
Yeah, we filmed 2 podcasts back to back, and then we decided to do a Halloween episode, and obviously we had to upload that one before Halloween passed. And then when I went to edit the second one we filmed, all the video was gone. Or
Audio, he said.
yeah, the audio was gone. I still have the audio. The picture was gone.
Oh,
So I might end up uploading just the audio with a blank screen.
with the logo that we
Yeah.
put. Yeah.
So I had another idea for that, but I'll say it after. But yeah, I don't know what happened to the freaking video, cause I have some footage from the one we didn't want to post, and I was trying to match it up, and I was like, there's no correlation to what we're talking about. Like, I have no idea where we started, because there's sometimes where we ramble on, like how we did before this,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, is that what's being recorded? Like, I had no idea what was going on, and then I realized there's from a different
It's
one.
like, oh, none of this fucking matches.
What the fuck?
It's like, I can hear he's wearing something different in this one.
He's got a jacket on. His voice sounds heavy.
But yeah, that shit was trash. I hated it.
That was the one that we
No,
didn't.
like,
The second one we
I
liked
meant-
the most until we
That's
did the
right.
Halloween one.
That's right.
I meant going through all that was trash.
Oh, he gets
I was like, fuck.
This was bad.
Just completely gone.
Feels
Darkness.
actually mega bad.
Bro, how do we know if it's real if we didn't film it? It's not there. Nah, it's not there.
Something.
It's gone.
But how do we know that's us?
Gone forever.
It could be impersonators.
Yeah,
They could be.
Yeah.
Mhm. Facts.
Well, so at work the other day, it was really busy at work, and I work at a supermarket. It was super busy. There was like all the lanes were open, and there was still lines. But they told me to go put some stuff back on the shelves because they were like it was piling up. And this lady, I overhear her. She just with her cart normally going on the lane. She's like, and she goes, "Oh, I totally forgot." So at first I'm like, okay, whatever. I go about my day. 2 hours later, I see the same lady, and she's in an aisle, like having like a fucking midlife crisis, and she's going, "I forgot," and I'm like, "Oh, she's actually fucking crazy." Like, it's just like I just thought that was really fucking random, dude. That's so crazy.
That was funny.
That was funny. And then another work story that happened the same night. After it slowed down, my bosses and I were just talking like normal, and someone's quitting at her work. So I asked them, like, what's the craziest thing that's happened when someone quit? So my boss says, well, you know how you do go back, so it's just all the return stuff, putting it back on the shelves. I guess during the holidays it gets really stacked up, and the way they used to do it was they would have one person at night just do all of them at once. There would be like 5 or 4 carts by that time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess this guy got really tired of doing it, so when he was doing the trash, he just grabbed all the carts and dumped everything in the trash.
Damn.
And then he left.
Holy
I
shit.
was like, holy shit, dude, that guy is fucking balls.
That's actually
Like
nuts,
4 or
dude.
5 carts worth of
Or
just
a
shit.
bunch of fucking food and shit. He just fucking dumped it in the garbage
Holy
and
shit.
called it a night.
They
Why didn't
can't,
you just take it?
because then that's illegal.
And like, I don't know.
Dumping it in the
I don't know
trash
what happened to him.
isn't-
She said he got discharged, obviously, but I don't know what else happened to the guy.
It's crazy.
But she said that was a few years ago. I just thought that was freaking hilarious.
That's actually funny.
He's like, fuck this.
Similar to the first story, there was a lady that there's always somebody that like walks up to the register and then they're like, wait a second, and then they just turn around and leave, like go back to down the
Yeah.
aisles. But this one lady, she comes up, she's got a cart, like she's got like 3 things in her cart, like 3, and she like they were all just like right there in the kid's seat, so there was nothing in like the actual cart. And she's like, wait a second, I think I need this. And then she goes back and comes back like an hour later and her cart's fucking full. like just completely full. I was like,
Oh, I forgot my
what?
fucking grocery list.
Everything.
I was like,
My cupboards are empty.
none of the.
I just moved in.
I didn't only need a pack of gum, a gift card, and this spinny thing that you put in your lawn.
I thought something was off.
I need
That was funny.
I fucking hate people like that, dude. Fucking, I always get those people that come up to like, I only came in for one thing. I'm like, I don't care. Just go through my line, please.
Everyone that says that, I'm like, yeah, everyone does. Give me a shit.
Yeah, literally every
Fuck.
other person says that.
Yeah, every person says that. And then I'm like, it's only $1. And then they're like, yeah, you're right, because I work at Dollar Tree. And they're like,
Ooh.
It's only $1? There's no
No.
price tag? Does that mean it's free?
Or like it doesn't scan.
Bitch is $1.
It won't scan on the register,
Yeah.
and they're like, is it free? Like,
Like fucking at work when I'm like, they have me cashiering a lot now because they're running out of cashiers. They're all fucking quitting too. Everyone's quitting my work, dude. Fuck Albertsons.
We got him.
they're watching.
Yeah, I hate when people are. There's customers that come up and there's a stupid number you're supposed to put in. And I guess back when Albertsons first came out, they had a rewards thing where you had to be a member to get the savings. So I was like, okay, now I know why everyone's asking all the time. But then now I'll be like, oh, do you have a number? It's not for savings. And I'll like super emphasize that, right? And they'll put it anyways. And they'll be like, oh, why didn't it go down? And I'm like, nigga, I just said it's not for savings. Please.
Not.
And they're like, oh, what's it for then? And then I want to kill myself.
What is it for? If not for savings.
It's a coupon app.
If not to save me money. Why
Yeah,
not
It is to
save
save
me
you money, but it's not.
It is.
gonna-
It's just to get coupons either through an app or to your house.
That's usually what any
They like
rewards
track
program
what you
is
buy.
about.
They're
Yeah.
like, this guy's gonna buy a burnberry bread next time.
And then
Janberry jelly.
it's like
I don't know.
people become like super mistrusting for like no reason. Like,
You want my number, eh?
yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
want?
I don't
Why
give
does
my
someone
phone
do
number
that?
out anymore.
Like, why do you need my phone number for? I'm like, okay then, I'll click no. And they're like, oh no, what's it for? And I'm like, what the fuck?
No backsies, bitch.
Okay, I'll click no, don't yell. No, wait.
Oh my god, dude.
I didn't say no. I just wanted to know why.
They get like super defensive for no reason.
Yeah, that's true. We get that at Harbor
Put their
Freight
walls
too.
up. I'm just trying to break them down.
People do the same thing when they lose the remote. Like, hey, are you sitting on the TV
I was
remote?
thinking the same
No,
thing.
stand up. I
Yeah,
always stand
yeah.
up.
Get your cheeks
And then that
off
one
the
time where they
sofa.
are on the remote, it's, fuck that guy, dude. I never trusted
now
you
I'll
again.
never trust you again with anything ever.
You're sitting on my
Alright.
hat. I'm not.
I hate when like,
Story behind that. So I don't know. I wasn't there. So who was there?
you see how this hat's fucked up? No, you can't really see it. I'll probably like take a picture of it later. But
Put it right there.
it's super fucking.
I'm so okay.
It's like bent on the right side, and there's a little like it's all fucked up on the left side. There's I'm looking for my hat, and then I'm like, Chris, you're sitting on my hat. He's like, no, I'm not. And then he gets up and his fat butt's on it.
Okay, I said put it right there. Remember in the last fucking podcast, we were talking about Marcus, and I was like, put him right
Oh,
there, and then you
shit.
didn't. I was
Oh
so
my
mad.
God. Dude.
I
know-
was
Dude, I have it
furious.
marked. I have it marked on my editing program.
I'm gonna
I was like,
re-upload
what
it.
is that? And I was like, yeah, it's probably not important. You were there. You're watching me do it.
I was. There was like a block there where the edit was supposed to go, and he's just zooming past all of it. He's like, what the heck is that? I don't care. And he just kept going.
I hate you. I hate you.
And I'll put it right here. I'll make
Put
it up.
Marcus.
Yeah, put Marcus right there.
Everyone
Not
will
that.
be Marcus.
Thank you.
I'm Mike's baby.
That like
Marcus?
infuriated me to no end because we
Oh,
watched it at Tyler's house.
Oh, and you're like, ooh.
I was like,
I
this is
just-
the part he's gonna show it, and then
Marcus,
and then it went past, and I was like,
Oh my
this
god.
motherfucker, the audacity.
Audacity on this monkey boy.
Monkey boy.
No.
What do you? How have you been, Chris?
Have I been? Been alright. I've been kind of busy with work and stuff. And then finally, Thanksgiving break, I don't have to work. 'Cause all these kids are out of school. On their mac and cheese hands.
Ew.
They can finally go home and off of my clipboard. But I
Just a
still
bunch of dudes on your standing on your clipboard.
but I still have school. I want to die.
I forgot. You
How's the
know.
hunt for the desk been going? Was it yet like Sunday, the only day that you went out for it, or?
Or yeah, Sunday was the like I was expecting like to just get it and go home basically.
So basically, Chris doesn't have a desk at his house
Yeah,
for his
yeah,
PC.
I do.
He doesn't have a desk for his
So
PC or a chair.
yeah, I end up just
Buying a table.
going around. Or yeah, first we went around to the thrift stores. There's like a couple open, but I didn't know on Sundays most of the thrift stores are open.
Closed?
Or
Closed.
closed. There's 2 that were open. Most of them are closed. And I was all like, why? And then we went to like some actual shops like Walmart or Big Lots or what was the other one? We went to Best Buy, see what they had. Yeah, because they
Best Buy has stuff.
yeah they have, or they're supposed to have like
Some desks and
yeah,
stuff like that.
they
They also
actually
have
do.
like.
Yeah, I guess they do have a lot of stuff on. They have
They have like coffee makers and stuff like that too.
like
Yeah, a lot of
refrigerators and
appliances.
shit. I
Yeah.
just never thought about it.
And
I
if
never
you
go
want
over
Johnny-
there.
Yeah, we just don't go there for that type of stuff.
the
We go there
fuck
for
going in?
phone stuff and computer
I need a
stuff.
fridge.
You guys want to go to Best Buy and get a fridge, dude? Fuck yeah.
It's
Go to
new
Best Buy, get a
Samsung
coffee
TV.
maker, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I need a new Keurig. Let's go to Best
Make
Buy.
some coffee.
Makes my coffee and plays my Twitch channel. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thanks, man.
This toaster toasts my face onto the bread with my Twitch handle.
oh shit.
That would be
Dude,
bangers.
I'm taking out the podcast. That's a good idea.
Next level marketing.
Cut it out, Edgar, please.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
Sunday.
Yeah, so like the Sunday we were going to a bunch of places that sell desks, but they were all like compared to the $20 I would have spent at like a thrift store.
Yeah.
I was like $80, $90, $120 for like the same thing
And you gotta
basically.
build it.
Yeah.
I was like disgusting.
Yeah, and you gotta put it together
Yeah,
yourself.
and I
Yeah.
gotta
Fuck
put it
that.
together. I was like, ugh.
Or you can pay someone for $50.
Yeah.
More to the bill.
If you get a desk from a thrift store, you might get those, mac and cheese hands on it. That adds flavor.
Just hose it down.
I thought that was gonna be a huge con. And you're like, that's
Nah,
flavor.
you just lick the desk and then you're full.
It
Whenever
adds
you're hungry.
texture for your mouse, so
Yeah.
it's not just dragging across
Yeah,
the
that
room.
way you know when you're moving.
Yeah.
You can hear when you're moving. It's like,
You learn how to play with the most abrasive environments, you know?
Exactly.
And then when you put the mouse pad,
You're
you're a
a
fucking gamer, dude.
You're the best. You
Holy
get
shit.
flat. So yeah, I just got a foldable table and put all my stuff around it.
that's
Now
funny.
it's good, but it's black instead of white.
Oh.
So now it looks cool.
Now it looks normal.
You gotta look fresh for Thanksgiving dinner.
And what are you doing for a chair? You just
Uh,
it's in the house, or-
or my friend had it's like a blue chair. It's like a regular chair you'd put next to a
desk chair. Or, like,
or more like a dining chair type thing.
Oh.
But it's not like it's like kind of metallic
Yeah.
type thing with like a what's it called like a little cushion on the back
Yeah.
and on the front or on the bottom. I mean, where you put your butt, where you put your bottom.
Yeah. the
And
bottom
then,
for your
uh,
bottom?
Yeah, that's about it. And I sit on that, and it's all right. It's comfortable.
It works.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's a chair.
And it's not
It's fucking
perfect
voice
height.
crack.
I'll be like,
Flashbacks.
I like that. I like that.
so yeah, now everything's good.
That makes me happy.
So now you're 3 things off from being completely ready.
3 teams.
I
With
doubt
two
that
monitors,
got
right?
picked up.
Oh, true.
I
You're
doubt
right.
that
You're,
got picked up on the mic.
You're 3 things off from starting the stream.
Christmas tree. Twitch.tv Christmas
Every-
tree.
plug their-
Everyone just have their shit hovering over their head.
Just put it above our heads. Fuck it. We don't have to say it.
Yeah. So Tyler had Chris in the back of his stream.
Yeah, I did. I did have Chris in the back of my stream.
What do you mean?
Put lights on him. Put him in the corner.
And then people in the chat are like,
Chris
"Wha-
was
who's
at your
that?"
house?
That's
You.
my
You.
Chris.
We're at my house in the back of my stream.
Between his
Oh,
bed and
6
his
hours.
in the corner, where his bed and his his
Did you put a picture of him
Couches?
on there?
No.
Holy shit! I'm retarded.
Yeah, you both know.
He's fucking
How
dumb.
much
His
behind him?
handle's Christmas tree. I have a Christmas tree in the corner of my room.
But that's not what
But
it's
you didn't put
for.
Benelux there? Oh my
Ah.
god.
Nope.
What a
What is
dick.
the Venalox?
What, me, nigga.
I don't know why.
My friends always tell me that. What, you look like Beyonce?
Who's that?
No, I look like Shalissa.
No, it looks
Who the
like
fuck is
Venalox.
that?
Who the fuck is that?
Me?
Holy
Yeah, it's
shit.
funny.
Oh yeah, I do have a Christmas tree. A whole ass 6-foot Christmas tree in the corner of my room.
But
Like,
where's
a
your
it's
real
6
one?
feet.
Where's your family Christmas?
It doesn't look
Down
like it's
in
6 feet.
Loading.
Is it a real
That's
one?
nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well, no,
Have you
it's
seen
fake.
the? Or my sister ended up watching the new Christmas, the Christmas movie, the new
Oh.
Grinch movie.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she said comparatively to the old one, maybe because of like rose-colored lenses,
Rose tinted glasses.
rose-tinted glass. Fuck you. No, just kidding.
We said the same thing. It's okay.
Yeah.
Fuck you. No, just kidding. Oh, but yeah, she said it wasn't as good as the live action one, which is kind of funny because
I've never seen The Grinch.
you know the old
Yeah.
one, the original.
It's good, dude.
It's a
Nah.
great
It's good.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
plays-
Jim
All I know
Carrey.
is that there's a part where his heart grows.
It does.
And he breaks the meter.
You're telling us
Yeah.
about.
Fucking in Friends, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't seen a lot of like classic movies that a lot of kids have seen. I
You
don't
seen
know
The
why.
Sandlot?
I'm the same
Yeah,
way.
but not because I wanted to. Like my
He's like, they had a
No,
gun
you,
to
like-
my head and tied
no,
to a
I
chair.
Like okay, that didn't happen, but it was like that's what it felt like. My dad was like, "You haven't seen The Sandlot? All right, you're not going to school. You're gonna sit in The Sandlot." I didn't go to school.
That's bangers.
That's actually fire. Why don't you love that movie?
I do like that movie. I didn't.
Why don't you love that
I
movie?
didn't know I was gonna
Why
like
you know
it.
your favorite
No,
movie
I
is-
like the movie.
Why don't you
now.
love the movie?
Yeah, it's true.
Why no time?
And then I was like, "Is there other Sandlots?" And then I was really disappointed.
The other two are terrible. Actually
The
bad.
second one's okay, but it's literally just a clone of the first one, but worse.
It's bad.
But I don't think it's terrible.
Okay.
It's
Like
terrible.
I like the first one. So
No, it's terrible.
Did the second one have a different cast?
Yes.
yeah, but it was essentially the same
I
story.
ain't fucking care. I want the original cast.
And then there was like a
You're killing me, Smalls.
he's fought the dog before, and I was like, okay,
Okay.
It was bad.
yeah,
Like the second Jurassic Park, absolute dog shit.
yeah, but Jurassic World.
Jurassic World was okay.
Revamps.
Jurassic World 2, absolute dog shit.
Jurassic World 2
Well-
just annoyed me the entire movie. The entire movie, I was like, man, I wish this was over. It wasn't as bad as Downsizing. I'll give it that.
That movie was fucking fantastic. But you know what's better than that movie? American Assassin.
Dude, American Assassin is bangers. If you haven't seen American Assassin, go watch it right now. There's
turn the
one
sound off.
scene- Turn the sound off until you get to one scene. He's in a junkyard getting chased by dogs. Then you can turn the volume up.
Yeah.
And then he kills a guy, and then you
Then
can turn
you
the
go
volume
turn it
back
right,
down
yeah.
for the rest of the
I mean,
movie.
it was like it was set up so well, dude. The beginning, I was like, oh, what?
It was, dude. Okay, we told you about the opening scene,
Yeah.
right? It started. Do you
It's in
remember?
all
I
the
don't-
commercials.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't see a single trailer.
I didn't see a single trailer
I
either.
learned about the movie when you told me.
I didn't know about.
I'm
I didn't know that much about it either. I just,
Okay.
Yeah.
It just sounds cool.
Did I tell
American
you why I
Assassin.
wanted to watch it in the
No.
first place? So this customer came out of the movie and was like, "That movie was fucking great," and I was like, "What movie was it?" American Assassin. That's when I worked at the theater, obviously.
Probably just
And-
got
He's at
yourself.
Albertsons and they just
I
watch the
got-
movie in the back.
That guy's a fucking. He tricked me into watching it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was pretty. I thought the action was fucking phenomenal.
The action was really fucking
whoever
good.
directed the action choreography and stuff deserves a fucking medal because that shit was next level.
It was.
However, the movie was basic as fuck.
the writers of the movie should be fired from that movie specifically. They should
From
not
movies
get checked from
everywhere.
that movie.
Don't get royalties.
It was so bad.
Do you remember, Andrea? Do you remember the opening?
No, I didn't
Okay.
watch it, and I don't think you told me.
Okay. Well, the opening is the main guy and his
Soon to be. It's
Fiancé,
like
I
a
forgot
long.
the word for
Yeah.
it. His
No, it's like a
fiancé.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Long-term
They're
girlfriend.
like just chilling on the beach in the water and stuff. He proposes. Everyone's like, "Hell yeah, dude, let's fucking go." And he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna go get some drinks. Blah blah blah." And he goes to the bar, and I don't know where the fuck they are, but it's some like fucking island high-end resort shit.
Blue
Yeah.
ass water.
Some blue ass water. He walks into a pool, and in the middle of the pool is where they have the bar and like the
one of those,
the
like,
stools
fancy
that are like
places.
underwater. You sit on like it's like a water bar, And he orders the drinks, and everything's chill as fuck. You're like, where? Like, where's the
One-
assassin?
I'm
American
movie gonna
Assassin?
start. How
More
else?
like American
Where's the American
Gigolo.
part of this?
He's
movie?
not even in America.
Not even America.
Go to America.
And then as like he's getting the drinks, he's talking to the bartender, and like he's just getting the drinks, and as he gets it, just gunshots start just going gunshots. Fucking gunshots start going off, and it's loud as. And it's just loud as fuck, and it just turns into a fucking war zone in the blink of an eye, and it was really good. And his girlfriend gets fucked up, and he's like going to his girlfriend, like he's like
He gets
or his
shot a lot,
fiancé.
too.
He gets shot in like the leg as he's going towards her, so he doesn't have like complete plot armor. He does survive for no reason, but whatever. I look past that part, and I think like as he's crawling, he gets shot in the back too, doesn't he?
I think he shot in the shoulder a little bit.
Oh yeah, he shot somewhere in the back of his
How do you
body.
get shot a little bit?
Well,
Just like-
what I mean is like I don't mean like he just got like put like a
One gunshot.
like one gunshot
Like
into
the
his shoulder.
terrorists that were killing everybody, they were walking across the beach
How do
and
you get
saw
shot a
him
little
kind
bit?
of crawling and just shot him in the back and kept walking. So I thought that looked pretty cool. I was like, holy shit, that was a pretty good way to open a movie.
And then the next scene was pretty good too. There's this part with there's a keyboard, And I just love that fucking scene where he has like a regular normal QWERTY keyboard and he overlays like Arabic letters over it. So when he types in like normally, it'll just translate into Arabic. And I was like, that's fucking genius. That was
It's
so
actually
sick.
clean as shit. Because, like, basically the movie is, like, his wife dies terrorist revenge plot. Like, he wants to kill the dudes that killed his wife, pretty much. And then, like...
That's resolved in, like, 15 minutes. And then the rest
literally
of them...
the first 15
Holy
minutes of the movie,
shit.
it's over. That entire storyline, completely done. And then the rest of the movie is just like...
We're like... me and Tyler, we're like, what is... like,
Michael Keaton is in this movie?
we were,
Is he really?
Dude,
Yeah.
we weren't even like
Here's the best
talking to
part.
each other that much during the movie. We were literally just like focused, zeroed in, and then we're just like, what the actual fuck is happening?
Yeah, like, we're completely quiet, paying attention like you're supposed to watch a movie. And then at one point, I was like... Ray, what the fuck is going on? Like, hoping he would know and be able to fill me in. And he goes, I have no fucking idea. And I was like, holy shit, we're both lost.
But did you
in the
see
moment.
that fight scene?
What did you see? Him fucking breaking a window, dude? That shit was crazy.
Yeah, dude. Well, he's trash.
The movie is bad, but there's a couple really good scenes.
How long ago did it come out?
A while ago.
I don't know.
Last year,
No, not that long ago. Like
That's
a little over, maybe a year ago, possibly.
Not that.
Well, that's.
Kind of long ago, a year ago.
Well,
Wasn't that
I
long? It's
feel
probably
like-
a year.
I feel like. What is that what you said?
It's
I
exactly.
thought you
what
said
I
2 years.
Oh, no.
Oh, not that long. Oh, so I had a really good work story. You were gonna say something?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
It's alright, you started talking first.
All right, cool. I told Chris this fucking story, and Chris. Did I show you the email?
Yeah.
Okay, so I told you guys already how I don't like talking to my bosses that much. I don't know what it is, but I get super fucking nervous, and I hate telling them lies. Like I'm like, oh, I can't fucking work today because I'm sick. I hate doing that shit. So if
So
I
you
could,
get sick.
if I can find a real excuse to use on them to not work or something, I will do it. So I
My
told them
grandpa's dead.
one time.
What just happened?
When Ray said, I was like, if I could find a real excuse, then I'll do it. And I was like, my grandpa's dead.
You just say that.
That was pretty good.
It was so much better when you whispered it to my grandpa's dead.
Okay.
It's okay.
So
Okay, go on.
anyways, so I closed one night, and I told them that night, because they asked me, they told me it's going to be busy the next day. I can't even do it. That was so good.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so I told them that I would stay the next day, like a few hours later. I got up at, I think it was 2:30, and they wanted me to stay till 6. I was like, yeah, whatever, extra hours. But then I wanted to go somewhere like around like 6 o'clock, but obviously that's when I get off. So they'd be like, you can still make it. So I was like, fuck, I gotta think of a real reason. So what I did was I phoned up a fake confirmation email for an escape room, and I put that I was gonna go there at 4 o'clock. The reason 4 o'clock is a time that they will not be able to schedule me later, is because I worked 5.5 hours on the dot. If they were to give me more hours,
They'd have to give you a
they
lunch.
have to give me a lunch, so it wouldn't be worth it.
Right.
So I phoned that up, and I'm like, wait, what if they asked me like, why didn't I remember? You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, I could just say I scheduled it the last time I went, which was like a month ago. So on the day of like the day it was booked, I put 10, like October 3rd, whenever I went. And I went the next day, and I was like, oh, I can't work there. They're like, why? And then they kind of like an intimidation tactic where like both the bosses walked up to me. They're like, why can't you stay later? And I was like, fuck. And I was like, I have an escape room at 4 o'clock. And they're like, oh yeah, like, why don't you remember it? And I was like, oh, well, I just got confirmation email today. And I showed them the email. Like, why didn't you remember booking this? And like, why did they just send it to you today? And I'm like, well, it's a reminder email to go. And then I showed them the last one I went to, and that I was on the same day that I booked it. I'm crazy.
So,
Fucking nuts, dude.
Just so I can go on to work. For
so you
extra hours.
forged something, so you didn't have to go to work.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
But
I
hey,
mean,
hey,
that's
but-
bad. Don't do it.
Well, no. It's fair because I didn't fucking put any of their actual names on there. Like I put, it was Containment Escape Games, right? But I like purposely cut out the O of everything. I took off the trademarks and shit. That's completely original email, in my opinion.
That's fair.
So I'm fucking clean, dude.
Fucking clean, dude.
What
Most people would just be like, "Hey, I'm sick. I can't come in." You're
Dude,
like,
you know what it
"Fuck
is?
that
Okay,
shit."
so
I was
look,
actually sick
That's pussy
today,
shit.
this morning.
That's
the last
baby
time we all went camping, remember? And then I tried calling off. And since then, I've just been scared to call off because the way my boss talked to me. I don't. It's just like I was like.
The
"Yeah,
disappointed
I'm not,
sound,
I'm not
huh?
feeling. No, he was like fucking pissed.
Oh, really?
I was like, I can't come in today. He's like, really, Raymond? You're gonna call off on, like, I think it was Labor Day weekend or something.
Yeah.
He's like, you're gonna call off on Labor Day weekend when we're really busy and someone just quit. You've only been here for like this many months, and I'm like, and he's like, it's too early to call off. He called me in a couple hours, and I'm like, fuck. And that's when I decided to just go to work anyways.
Yeah.
But ever since then, I've been like too scared to call off. That's why I haven't called off ever. You guys notice that? Huh?
Yeah. When you talk about it.
I always think about it. Cause I used to call off all the time. Even at the theater job, I'd be like, there was one time we were watching It, and I was like, I really want to watch the entire movie, cause I had to leave halfway through if I want to go to work, and I was like, it was fucking crazy too, cause my work is literally in the same parking lot as the movie theater we were at,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm waiting for you guys to get there. I'm like, they're fucking late. We have to watch the next showing. I'm not gonna miss. I'm gonna miss more of the movie. I got food poisoning from Korean barbecue. And I was like, yeah, my friend doesn't know how to cook right because it was his first time. Bye.
Clean.
Bye.
Where's Jen?
Yeah, there was a time
That's
when
not what I actually said.
there was a time when I was like calling off a lot from work, and I call and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make it, cause I was really like in just a bad spot overall. It's like I don't think I'm gonna make it to work today. Like tried to make myself sound sick, and I only called one of my supervisors, but then the boss picked up, like my actual boss picked up the phone. He's like, dude, if you're gonna come in, fucking come in. But if you're not, then just don't come in. That's all you. That's it. Don't like BS us. Just don't come in. And he just hung up the phone, and I was like, oh shit.
What was
Yeah.
that?
This was months ago, like a while ago, like 9 months ago, and I've only been there a year.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, he was super pissed, and yeah, it was a lot.
I think my favorite time was when you called off at my house and you just come to my house like ready to call off work and you grab a cup of water and I'm like, what's he gonna do with the water?
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a lot.
And
What
then-
did you do with the
and then
water?
I hear him on the phone. I can't come in. What did you say?
I acted like I was throwing up,
yeah,
and then I poured water into the toilet to make it kind of sound like I was throwing up.
And your fucking water drop was jumping in the toilet. What the fuck?
We got their silly ass.
And then I walked out with the cup, and I was like, I'm so disappointed with myself.
But the way you explained it to me was like, yeah, I can't come into work today. I'm not feeling well. And you like jumped the water, and then they were like, why can't you really can't come in? And you said that there was a moment of silence, and you just went, what?
Holy
That
shit.
shit was funny, dude. Yeah, but
400
that's
IQ.
exactly what happened.
That shit
Was
funny.
that Dollar Tree or?
That was Dollar Tree, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
'Cause fuck that job, dude. I'm quitting by the end of the year.
I never even faked like anything. I was just like, I'm just not feeling good. Family issues, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay,
Blah, blah, blah.
blah blah. I'm like, I understand that.
I've,
Go ahead.
I've always wanted to not say something that would like jinx something, just like a little weird superstition.
Mhm.
So like I wouldn't say like a death of someone that is still alive, or like a sickness or anything like that of anyone else. I would always say something about myself or about something that actually happened that like I just said happened now. So I don't know.
I have
I'm
that
just
kind
weird.
of superstition too.
Yeah.
All I was gonna say was my coworker called off and then he came in to give a sick note. But I just thought that was weird. If I was the boss, I'd be like, why the fuck did you come in? Like that's just like I get you're sick and you're actually sick and you're trying to prove that you're actually sick. It just you know what I mean? I thought that was weird. Don't you guys think that's like
Yeah, I feel like if I
little
was the
iffy.
boss, I'd be like, just stay home.
yeah, like why are you even? There was one time though where I was legitimately like fucking. I sounded like a dead horse. I was like, ugh. Like my voice is like, It was like the person in SpongeBob was like, "You like chocolate?" That's my voice sounded like normally.
This isn't the last podcast. Don't do it again.
I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
I'll wait.
Chocolate.
But my voice sounded like really crappy. So I'm trying to call in and they're not fucking picking up. I'm like, yeah, the one time I'm fucking sick, they're not gonna pick up, and then I'm gonna be no call no show, and they're gonna get mad at me.
Yeah.
So I call my coworker. And he's like, I'm on the freeway. I just left work. And I'm like, so now I'm fucking like, fuck. What am I gonna do? And I'm like, oh, I'll email them. Fucking didn't work. But I guess I was texting a bunch of people at work, and they finally got to it, and they're like, I sent one of them a voicemail. They're like, yeah, we heard your voicemail, so you're fine. And I was like, sick. But dude, that whole week I went to work still, I was still fucking. I was like, do you want to sign up for a rewards card? And I'm like fucking dying. They're like, you okay? And I'm like, save me. Get me out of here,
Brother. He pulls out a gun. Just do it.
please.
Do it. Do it. Laser my shit. End my
Fucking
shit, bro.
PC player. Dude, fucking Mono complains so much about that. Dude, the other day I was playing with him, he was fucking raging. Like me, dude. Like, you know, I get him to play Melee. He was fucking screaming. He's like, fucking PC players.
Oh, dude, you know what was really funny? Okay, this is a while back. Me and you were talking on Discord, and you were playing
really?
Melee. Yeah, that's crazy.
What?
You were playing like
Never
Melee
happened.
or something, or Fortnite. I don't remember. But we ended up joining the server, like that one server that had Andrew and Raphael in it and everybody. Not
Fucking
this
air buddy.
fucking Arbite, that's what it's called. And I thought it was fucking hilarious the way you changed, like, just like the way you were acting changed from when you were talking to just me versus in the group. It makes sense. People act different one-on-one versus in a group. It makes total sense. But I thought it was fucking hilarious the way you were narrating your Melee, dude, and you were completely like happy and like hype about it. I was like, who the fuck is this broken Eevee hat wearing bitch, dude? This dude is not the Raymond Sanchez I know. I
Dude,
want
I'm
my man
fake.
back, dude.
Fuck yeah, I'm fake, dude.
That-
Dude,
that
that's one time I
Melee
tell you my
match
grandpa
was
got mad at me.
He wasn't even playing Melee.
I got really fucking upset because I lost to some scrub. I was like, fuck! And then my grandpa walks in and he just opens the door and goes, "Wah, wah, wah," and then he walks out. And I was like, Grandpa, oh my god! Holy shit. That actually fucking scared the shit out of me.
You just got your shit flamed.
Yeah, dude, you fucking, grandpa just fucking roasted my ass,
Yeah.
dude. Holy shit.
Come
dude.
here, boy.
That's like the only time my grandpa's done something like that, too.
That's fucking funny.
Dang.
Makes sense, though.
back to the whole like the work theme. I feel like that's gonna be a theme this podcast.
Welcome to the work podcast.
Welcome to the jobs
Welcome
podcast.
to work.
I hate work.
And we have these mats that we sell. They're called anti-fatigue mats, and they're just like big ass puzzle piece squares
My piece,
that you
too.
put together so you don't like get fatigued. Anti-fatigue, obvious. But on the case for them, it says anti-fatty mats, and so FATI. And so I walk up to this guy Ethan. He's fucking hilarious, and I'm like, dude, he's kind of big, and I'm like, dude, these are the mats that you're not allowed to stand on. He was like, every time I step on one, it's like, get the fuck off, you fat bitch.
Holy shit.
He's like, weight limit exceeded by 3 billion pounds. That shit's so funny, dude.
That's actually funny.
Fucking hilarious.
I always thought those were called exhaustion mats.
Anti-fatigue, exhaustion, same.
Anti-fatigue, anti-fatty.
Well,
man.
exhaust.
Fatty mats.
Yeah.
Fuck off me, you fat ass.
Weight limit exceeded.
Oh, man.
Error.
I have when I started doing YouTube again, when I was uploading my first like theory video in a long ass time, I got like that same enjoyment and experience, and like I genuinely like looked at it, smiled, and I was like, fuck, dude.
Same giddiness.
Like, you know, in the chat when I was like, I'm really I was
Yeah.
so excited. I just thought it was crazy because like I remember starting YouTube when I was like a sophomore, and I was like, this is pretty fucking fun. Like I remember genuinely wanting to open my laptop and just get started, and like I'm starting to get that fire back. I thought it was really like it's crazy how long it took. Cause there was a while where I opened my laptop, and be like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
That's good.
But now I'm getting back into it.
Have a drive. That's good.
Sweet, Do you know where the drive came from, or it was just do it again? Just
I don't know. I think it's because like when I stopped playing Melee for a little bit, because I don't like having a busy life like or I'm gonna go do some labor work and like do all this like other stuff. I like having like stuff to do at home, like on the computer and stuff. I'm like I don't like having like I don't just want to stay home and play games. I like having something to do.
Having a direction.
Yeah, so like
having a goal.
Yeah, so when I like Melee kind of replaced my YouTube goal, and then after like I kind of got tired of Melee for a little bit, I was like YouTube, and now we're here.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like this contributed at all, doing the podcast?
Yeah, I definitely think that. Like after we filmed the first podcast, I was like, dude, I fucking love editing. Like I actually like.
I'm fucking good,
I
brother.
fucking genuinely.
You're
was,
actually
like,
good at editing
I was
too.
super excited to like get back and do it, and like. When I opened up Premiere Pro for the first time in a while, I was like, fuck, man, like,
This
Let's
is
do
it.
whatever I
As
want
good as
here.
you're gonna get.
Bitch, I remember.
yeah.
That's cool. That's
You
cool.
some bitch.
Can you believe how long it's been? And, like, I feel like this year's been really long.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I'm only 19. I feel like I'm like mid-20s already. Cause
Like a fucking.
Because of this year.
Yeah, because
I
like
feel
I
that,
feel
dude.
like I have like a busy schedule, and I'm like I'm so young, dude. I have like my whole life ahead of me still. Not
Can
that
you-
like 5 years is a big difference, but like you can do a lot in 5 years.
Hell yeah. Can you believe that the Tide Pods thing just happened in January?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
That was in January. That was 11 months ago.
That's actually nuts.
It feels like a long time since
That does feel like a long time.
then.
Holy
Definitely.
shit.
Yeah, but I'm with you on that, like, feeling 19 thing, because I'm like, holy shit. Because sometimes I feel like, fuck, I'm not doing anything. Like, I don't have, like, anything going on.
And then you
know?
look at your ID. No, I'm joking.
And then I'm like, oh, I'm 19. Like, I'm okay, relax a little bit. I still have
Yeah,
some
I
time
still have a
to
lot of
fucking
time.
get my shit together.
Yeah, cause like, all right, today, Mondo and my mom. So I didn't want to go to class today, so I was like, fuck class. And then I went to my dad's, and Mondo and my mom thought I dropped out. So then my mom like was raging at me on the phone. So I sent her a picture of me registered, and that was the end of it. But those like 40 minutes were really stressful because I was like, she's gonna come home, make me do all this bullshit, randomly clean the backyard, clean the house, cook for us. Fuck, man. And I'm like, here you go.
So that you dropped out this semester, or was this previously?
That was previous,
Oh, okay.
but it came up today too. But fuck it.
Fuck it, bro.
Be like that sometimes, but
It really do. It really do be like that. All the time. Sometimes. All the time.
you're going back next semester, right? Yeah. Do you know what class you're gonna take, or
Probably history.
with the same history professor? Hell yeah, dude.
That was an easy class.
It
We're
was.
stupid.
I fucking hate myself for that last semester, dude. It was just nothing but easy classes, and I was just like, you wanna go to Jack in the Box instead?
Dude, we actually drove the fucking school too. We went to Jack in the Box here.
There's one like 2 minutes away.
We could have went to Jack in the Box.
You know what it was? I just felt better about going near the school and then not going than not going.
Yeah,
at all.
right? There's something
I
about
don't know
getting close
what
to
it
it. You're
was.
like, you know,
I
got
still remember
close.
I feel bad.
I made an effort, you know?
Exactly.
And then I fucking
So,
bailed.
Mom, I was there, and then I was like, fuck this.
I'm fucking hungry, bro. But if we go, I'm just gonna get a breakfast jack. Oh, fucking, let's go.
Oh, that actually happened.
Oh, I thought you understood that.
we're walking to class, and I'm like, you want
I
to Jack in the
understood.
We
Box?
weren't walking to class. We were ditching class, and I was like, or we were about to ditch class, and I was like, hey, you want to go to Jack in the Box? And you were like, nah. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'm not that hungry. And then I stopped talking, and you were like, but if we did go, I'd probably just get a breakfast jack. And I was like, oh, okay. And you were like, a couple seconds past, you're like, let's go to Jack in the Box.
It's because I thought about it, I was like, dude, fucking breakfast jacks are bomb as fuck.
Breakfast jack? History class.
I had a breakfast
Not
jack
even a
today,
comparison,
dude. Holy shit.
I've never had a
What do I
breakfast
feel
jack.
like when I eat
Yeah, me neither. I don't think so.
I don't even know what it is.
Nope.
I just know Raymond gets it.
Yes.
With the whole breakfast jack, just.
Holy shit, you fucking mongrels.
Oh shit.
Where's my phone go? Oh, it's right there.
I hate it.
You my fucking.
So-
Oh, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mine's short anyway, so. My phone, you know, guys, when I cracked my phone?
Hmm?
Now the whole fucking camera is exposed. There's like one shard of glass like in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It's like can't use that front camera at all. Do that shit.
Oh
It's
my
trash.
god.
Did I tell you guys I broke my phone too?
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, you told me.
Let's take the case. I'm gonna show you guys. The fucking podcasting this episode. Continue with your story.
I was just thinking about Jack in the Box. My aunt, we went to In-N-Out one time, and I don't think I've told you this. Maybe I've told you this, but she was like, there was this girl that was like serving us, and then there was one girl cooking food, and we get home and we're eating, and she was like, "This is not good. Like, it just doesn't taste good today." And she's like, "It's because they started hiring women." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, and she goes and explains, so back in the day, In-N-Out only hired men. And so the food, like, it was always a place to go and, like, flirt with the guys. And the guys would make good food because it's a guy's job. But now they hire women and the food's trash because the women are cooking it.
Holy shit, bro.
My aunt is one of the most sexist people
Dude, that's
ever.
fucking nuts.
It's
fucking
so funny.
hilarious
And
coming
then
from
something else happened. Something else happened that...
There's another food place.
Yeah, it was another food place, and she was like, or something. But my aunt is like super sexist, dude. Honestly, she's like, women just don't do jobs that men can do as well as they can do them.
Yeah, dude, it was. Andrew was at my house the other night. He just ate at some place, I don't remember, but like him and his aunt were on the phone and they were talking about food, like some food place. And she was on speakerphone, and I'm just sitting there on my computer, and she says something about like the food quality not being what it used to be or something like that. And I turned around and I was like, it's because they hired women. And then and I said that to Andrew, and Andrew laughed, and then he repeated that to his aunt, and then his aunt was like, I'm telling you, that's probably why.
Holy
funny,
shit.
dude. Yeah,
I
it's-
can't
I don't
remember.
what the food place
I
is.
can't remember either. It's gonna bother me though.
Were you out with Vivian? Was that it? Maybe.
Maybe no, because we didn't eat that night.
It's your
That
ass.
shit's so funny.
Baller.
That
shot
shit was
caller.
actually fucking
Honestly,
hilarious.
this shit was
Like,
hilarious.
It's fucking funny coming from her, but if it was coming from like any man on the planet, it'd be like, oh, yikes.
Yeah, dude, stop,
Like,
bro. Like, take a step
it's
back,
okay.
Whoa.
She can be as sexist as she wants.
She's
dude. And then she proceeds to say, "Oh, maybe it was Wendy's."
Wendy's.
We
was-
were talking
yeah.
about Wendy's,
Oh, because
yeah.
She was saying that Wendy's is like slow or something.
Yeah,
Or it's
Wendy's was
fast.
slow. I had said, oh yeah, I was gonna get Wendy's, but then I was like, oh, I just got McDonald's instead because
That's right.
Wendy's is slow. And she was like, no, Wendy's isn't that slow. I was like, well, it's gotten slower. And
Yeah,
Tyler turns
that's
around, and he's
right.
like, it's probably because they hired women.
And then she actually started telling a story about how there was a guy that used to work there that she liked like going to, and then he like got fired or something or moved or something, and then she hated the food.
Yeah,
after
then she
that.
stopped going to
because
Wendy's.
there was a woman that was hired as a supervisor instead. I was like,
Damn.
Yeah, my aunt is
actually-
extremely
she actually
sexist.
fucking hates women.
And she was like, I call if I can't tell anybody. So like, she's like, I called one time when my total was like $2.99 and I didn't get my penny back. So I called Burger King because they gypped me a penny.
I called them because they gypped me a penny.
And she was like, they didn't even ask me if I wanted that penny. I was like,
What if that penny was the two-sided penny that was
that
worth
$18,000.
Oh.
Damn,
You
that
know
would.
what?
I'm taking those pennies every
I'm
time.
calling Burger King every time.
I'd take those pennies every time.
I'll take my $1,000 in pennies.
$1,000. Thank you. 100,000 pennies.
Hey, what is going on, guys? If you guys are hearing this, that means you've reached the end of the video. And unfortunately, our microphone did cut off, so the rest of the audio, if I did put it on here, would just sound like complete garbage. So I decided to just cut it here. We do have the footage for the rest of the videos, but we're probably going to not upload that. If you guys did enjoy most of the podcast, please leave a like, comment, tell us what you guys like, tell us what you guys think we need to work on. See you guys next time.